Good afternoon and happy Friday. Before we get started on this month's video, I want to remind all the fellas out there, this coming Tuesday is Valentine's Day. Do not forget. Okay. At the end of last month's video, we told you if you liked our Facebook page, shared the last video, we would be giving away a Yeti cooler. Here's that Yeti cooler that we're going to be giving away. So inside here, we've written down names of everybody that made sure that they liked our Facebook page and shared that video. So let's go ahead and give this thing away real quick. I'm going to get those things all moved around in there and get them all taken care of. And let's see here. This month, our giveaway goes to Mr. Richard Salazar. Richard, you can swing by here and pick up your Yeti cooler. This month, we're actually going to go in and talk about the most important product that we offer, and that's going to be life insurance. Now, before you go, oh my gosh, we're going to talk about life insurance, and you click that button up there, hear me out for just a minute. Life insurance is something that everybody should have. If anybody depends on your income, you should have life insurance, whether it's a spouse, a parent, children, anybody that depends on your income. Once again, you should have life insurance. We don't often get asked about it. It's one of the things that we're always out trying to talk with people about, but it's an uncomfortable situation. People just don't like talking about dying. We understand that. There's about 3 reasons people ask us. Either they're retiring, someone close to them that they know just passed away and they didn't have enough life insurance or any at all, or if they're getting divorced. Really, the top 3 reasons people ask us should be, just bought a house, we just had another child, and I just got married. I mean, those should be the real reasons why people are asking for it. There's a lot of stigma around life insurance. It's expensive. It's something that you don't need, and both of those are not the case. A lot of times people, when we ask them that question, who handles your life insurance, often the very first response we get is, well, I have it through work. And that's good. I mean, being on a group life insurance policy, that's definitely one of the cheapest ways you can go. There are some problems with that, though. For one, you don't own the policy. You don't get to determine really anything about the policy. It's done through your employer and it's on a group plan. So you have zero control over that policy. The biggest problem with that policy, though, is that what if you decide to go to a different job? Is the next employer going to offer it? What about when you retire? That's one benefit that you do not get to keep when you retire is life insurance. The reason why that's a problem is, let's say that you retire at the age of 65 years old. You might still have a need for life insurance, and you might not be insurable at that time, because right now, when you're nice and young and you're in good shape and you haven't had any medical conditions, you can qualify for it very, very easily. Once we start getting older in life and we start getting on medications, it just complicates things, and you might not be able to get it at any cost. So that's one of the big things to look at is having it through work is definitely part of the plan, but it should not be your entire plan. Definitely get some that you control, that you know what's going on, and you can pick. Now today we're not going to go through the different types of insurance because there's so many. There's about 8 or 9 different products that you can get. Well, I mean, there's even more than that, but typically there's about 8 or 9 that are most people that's available to them. And so we're not going to go through that. There's 2 main types: term and permanent. I can't speak today, and everybody I think should have a combination of both. But that's going to be that's going to be kind of on a one-on-one basis where we kind of determine what is best for you. The next thing that we run into often is, the question, is it enough? Let's take an example. Somebody has a 5 times their annual income through work, which that's actually a really good policy. But let's say that that's $250,000 worth of life insurance. Well, if you owe $200,000 on a house, oftentimes people say, well, if I passed away, my spouse would be able to pay off the house. Well, on that $200,000 house, that's about a $1,500 a month mortgage. Only about half of that is actually your principal and interest. What about the taxes every year? What about the insurance every year? So, if you pay off that $200,000 house with that $250,000 life insurance policy, your spouse is only saved, or significant other is only saved about $750 a month. Then they only have $50,000 left over to take care of some outstanding debt and then to try to survive. Or if you just said, well, I have 5 times my income, that's going to run out at the end of 5 years. So for me, I have an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old. So if I only had 5 times my annual income, my wife Laura, at the end of 5 years, now her world is completely rocked. And now instead of having an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old, she's got she's got another 8-year-old, and then she's got a 13-year-old that she's taking care of all by herself. Which, I mean, in today's climate and with the lifestyle that most people have, you can't do it on a single income. So this video today was just to get you kind of thinking about it. Definitely, if it's something that you want to review, we do a lot of reviews where we look at policies where people knew that they had a need to get life insurance, but they didn't take a real in-depth look at it. They just kind of wanted to get it out of the way, and they went with the cheapest thing possible. And they're not really sure what they have, but they know that they have something. Give us a phone call. We'd love to sit down and review it with you. If it's something you only have through work, we'd love to give you a couple different options. Everybody does need this. Everybody does. I have not yet run into a person that does not have a need for some type of life insurance. So give us a phone call, shoot us an email, something. Let's set up a time, even if it's over the phone, where we can kind of walk through a couple different scenarios. I can explain a few things to you, or we can just determine if you do have enough or not. Like our Facebook page, share this video. Next month, we're going to be giving away a $100 gift certificate to Cripple Creek. Thanks. Have a great weekend.